they should get from behind that desk and come help and see things for themselves instead of filling out a piece of paper telling somebody else what to do. Half of the people that set the rules and stuff, they not out here in the community seeing what's going on. They need to get up off their butt and come out here and see what's really going on.
Dehumanization. That's the number one cause of wars, and wars are the number one cause of what we are here today. Dehumanization, like anybody can tell you, is when you dehumanize something, make it less than what it is. And that all starts with yourself anyways. When you start thinking of yourself as not being human, you say, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Then somebody doesn't have to view you as being human, and you can't get mad at them when they say, well, I'm gonna kill you then, because then you just call yourself an animal, and we hunt animals. As humans, that's what we do. And this being a dog-eat-dog world, everybody, that's the cycle of life. And so I think we have to stop viewing ourselves as being inhuman. We have to stop dehumanizing other people just because somebody has a different color than you, a different skin tone. Because you can have a black albino, somebody who was born an African American be albino from a rare disease. Does that not make them black because their skin color was not black? No, they're still that person. So I think one, we have to stop looking at the shell. We have to look at the interior, and we have to stop, like I said, dehumanizing people. But we have to remember our history. I think somebody noted that earlier. We have to remember where we came from. Africa. That's where all life began. We have scientific records. Because I'm a scientist person. I'm not a big religious person. I'm a scientific person. We have that evidence that states the oldest evidence of bones were found in Africa. Life began on the Nile. So you cannot tell me that we're going to kill each other because we're saying that we're different when we're all the same. I think that's my...
I feel the world has gotten to where it is now. I feel that the world gotten to where it is now because we're too materialistic. Everybody worried about what type of shoes you got on, what type of chain you got on, what type of jewelry you got on. Stop being so materialistic and worry about priorities. Put priorities first. Do you have a roof over your head, a steady roof over your head? Do you have food in your mouth and your children's mouth every night? Don't worry about, oh, I need to go get my hair done, I need to go get my nails done. Stop being so materialistic. Take care of your family, and then your family will take care of you. That's how I feel.
Right on.
With the Crips and Blood and stuff, they really need to know where the Crips and Bloods actually came from before they start picking up their guns and say, I'm going to shoot you because you in my territory. I think they actually need to learn where those words actually came from instead of being like, oh, I'm going to shoot you because you over here. I mean, it ain't come from us. Just because they say, oh, you an OG and the OG above them, they got OGs also, but their OGs is Black History OGs. That's how I feel about it.
I think somewhere along the line, people stop taking responsibility for themselves and they start pointing the finger at other people. It seems like nowadays, I am the way I am because of you, or because of you. Don't know why everybody want to criticize everybody else. Don't nobody want to criticize themselves. So if you look at yourself, like in the mirror, what do you see looking back at you? I mean, usually people that's putting the blame on everybody else is because it's something internally within them that they don't want to deal with. So when you start dealing with your own internal things, then okay, start taking responsibility for yourself. Then maybe you'll just, just something to click, and you can just move on from there. Do something to better yourself. Get rid of the skeletons in your closet. Do some spring cleaning. Like the call it. Just get it out. Okay, and then when people look at you, maybe you could be, an inspiration to somebody else instead of always want to tear somebody down and cut somebody down or whatever. Because it don't do nothing but hurt everybody else. And then next thing you know, everybody's fighting. And then we have this huge big old issue, and then nothing gets resolved, nothing gets solved. This person goes over there, this person goes over there, and then we're separated, just like we are now. Don't nobody want to come together. And I found it heartbreaking that, if you look at it, I heard of nations, overseas. I heard of I think they were Indian, like literally from India, 2 brothers. It was just the 2 of them. They had no family. Half of the year, one went to school while the other one worked. The one that was working paid that brother's tuition, and then they switched off and they did that and they took care of each other. You don't see that in our community. You know, there's no togetherness. It's like the crab barrel effect. You know, everybody trying to pull everybody down because they down here. Instead of sitting up there saying, okay, I'm going to support you because, you know, you might not be biologically my brother, but you're my brother. You know, so I'm going to support you and I'm going to support her and him